So, as I mentioned before, Phoenix Wright Rise of the Ashes was a DLC which was not in the, original port. It came out in the Nintendo Wii and the Nintendo DS and moving forward. And because of that, some people have opinions about it.
It's not a stretch to say that this DLC is probably the most opinionated thing in this whole franchise. And trust me, the fans like to bicker about everything in this game. Everything. Heck, some people, despite the DLC so much, they want the new characters from that DLC to be, executed.
Yeah, some people really need some chill pills, or at the very least go outside. Right.
Either way, I don't think I need to say this, but I'll say it. This is my opinion, and it's fine that your opinion is different. Heck, it's fine if you feel off because of my opinion. I do feel that way when, say, someone says something negative about things I love. But for the love of God, do not hurt or belittle people because of their perception. Maxim!
What? Elite Dude 1337XXD was making fun of my favorite food, Momo.
Just don't be this guy.
Hey!
Anyway, let's get into the game. The case starts with the movie intro where it looks like the murder happened at two different places at the same time, and it's all connected in one case, which is a pretty cool concept because not only you have to prove that the murder happened at one place, but your defendant is innocent as well. I should also mention that this case takes after the Miles Edgeworth case, aka the final case of Ace Attorney, but before the sequel, Justice for All. Keep that in mind as we move forward. Phoenix Wright didn't want it to take any cases, but because a young girl who looked like Maya to Phoenix somehow decided to take the case, fair, it can't be that bad. Oh, you're defending the chief prosecutor of this place.
What?
Yeah, turns out C, named Lana Sky, is the suspect of killing a detective in the prosecutor's office parking lot. And now it's up to you to solve this case, once and for all. Who did it? Oh boy.
This case is the longest Phoenix Wright case in the entire franchise, and that is saying a lot. To clarify how long it is, the Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney without the DLC from case 1 to the final case is, let's say, around 9 hours for my recording time. The DLC itself is around 8 hours, just the DLC itself. So if you ever feel like you're being burned out from this case, save, do something else, and come back when you're ready, because it's such a burnout game, and it's better that you just save and do something else, because trust me, it's worth it when you do that.
What I do like in this game is the investigation mode. See, normally you would just walk around until something happens, investigate for any clues and such, present some to see what they think about it, and getting more info to the progress of the game, etc, etc. This one also does the same, but with more science! You can rotate most of the evidence you have in the court record to find out more clues and find more evidence, and finding more info, and again, science! This case also let you get 2 more tools. Luminol testing fluid, which helps you to test where blood was spilled even if someone tried to wipe it clean, and fingerprinter duster to find fingerprints.
And I like it. The investigation always felt like it needed something more, and this spices it a bit. A little bit, not much, but enough to make it interesting again. The whole meat of the game is, of course, the courtroom system, finding out who did it, finding out the truth, alibi, so on and so forth. But speaking of that, the case itself is, well, fun. Make that 2 chill pills.
Connecting the dots for me and finding contradictions and solving puzzles is fun. And it's not like I think ahead of the game and try to check something, but the game won't let me until the very letter of the case. Oh goddamn game!
This is called foreshadowing.
But for this case, I am happy. Let me investigate what I want to investigate. I like how they handle the case. Actually, no, let's talk about that. The case isn't a problem, and I think how they handled is good, but not great. The burnout was around 8 hours for a case, and I already knew what I was doing and why. Yes, it's been forever since I played the trilogies and the DLC, and it's story-wise unfair.
Yeah, this is the part where I'm going to be spoiling majorly in this case, as in who did it and why spoilers. So if you don't want to be spoiled, you can just skip to this time span over here. Cool? Cool. Okay, I think everyone is here. Everyone who wants to skip has skipped. And if you haven't, well, sorry, I'm gonna speak now. Damon Grant. The moment you see him, it's obvious that he's a criminal.
I'll maybe mention this later for, well, people who skipped ahead, but this is a big problem not for the case, but the franchise in general. You can tell who the criminal is immediately. Or is it just me? It was obvious that he was the one who killed the detective. As to why, well, I think his accent speaks for himself. He forces his power on people, then pins the blame on others when clearly it's at least half of their, let alone his fault. And, well, he sometimes tried to distract people from the issue at times. I could tell that his motive was something to do with power. And, well, I almost hit the nail with that one. Turns out he blackmailed the chief prosecutor, formerly a detective, and his partner, because he convinced that her sister Emma Sky, aka the one who asked to defend the chief prosecutor, was the killer of the SL9 incident. And, well, it makes sense.
Family bond is complex. As in, even if they do something foul, we still like them as a family. When I write this video essay, vid essay, whatever, I try to write it as if I'm explaining to a 6-year-old or a 6th grade or whatever. Basically making sure that everyone understands what I'm saying, even if you're not knowledgeable about this kind of topics, so on and so forth. And this is one of the rare cases where I don't think I can explain it well why.
But as we always prove time and time again, we proved that both cases Damon Grant was the murderer, and the final evidence we saw to him was satisfying. Oh, and his awkward pauses give away his evil intent too.
I've been thinking about this case over and over, and I think I have to agree with some of the communities here. As a standalone case, it's pretty fun, it's interesting, and I have no regrets playing it. Yes, it's a very slow burnout game and everything, but other than that, it's fine. As a overall with the trilogy and such, I think it's fine as well. I mean, yes, there is some hiccup here and there with the lore, but I don't think it's enough for me to say, oh, the DLC should not exist and oh, it ruined the whole Phoenix Wright experience for me. I like it, and honestly, I'm happy with it. I can't say the same thing for the next one. So, next time, we're playing Phoenix Wright, Justice for All. I'm not looking forward to this. Court is adjourned.